I should just.
You know I'm one of a kind, or so I've been told. No matter where we go, I know we're gonna make it. No matter where we go, I know we're not alone. We face it all cause now we know that we can take it. We face it all cause we go big or we go home. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. This is paradise. This is paradise. Yo! Don't be afraid to let go, just a little bit more. Taking the heavenly glow, we've come to adore. No matter where we go, I know we're gonna make it. No matter where we go, I know we're not alone. We face it all cause now we know that we can take it. We face it all cause we go big or we go home. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. This is paradise. This is paradise. This is paradise.
2 seconds, we're just going to let the animation play out here before I click this button. And then this button. Hello, everyone. Let me just click another button over here so that the game starts properly. Oh, we got, like 10 of you here. Hello. Alright. So I did the raid off camera. It was punishing. I died a few times, but I managed to be a credit to the team, and we actually won. So, huzzah! We are ready to end the quest line between Endwalker and what comes next this summer. So, we just gotta wait for me to be allowed into the world. There we go. There we are. Yeah. You see this little red dragon thing right here? Ashdaya had been fed to the void, the chasm. Where is it? I guess it would be back. Yeah, the Ashdaya had been fed to the chasm back there to become one with what remained of Zodiark's energy in this world, and formed Zeromus, a terrible, evil creature, right? And so we went down there, we killed Zeromus, but it just resurrected itself naturally. So instead we made it disperse itself again because it was still so weak, and then Vitra's avatar called out to what remained of Ashdaya's soul, and then Zero, who awoke with the power of light within her, entirely sealed what was left of Zeromus. So, and then Vitra gave the eye in his construct to help Ashdaya get a new body. So, he can no longer be his vesseled self for walking around his home, but he has his sister back, and now he gets to be the big brother to her. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, that's adorable. That's just so adorable.
Words cannot well express my relief that we could rescue my sister, nor my gratitude to all of you. What of him, Golbez?
He felt it would be inappropriate for him to be present at your reunion with Ashdaya, and chose to remain down in the chasm. If you wish to hear an apology, however, I should be glad to drag him here.
Nay, that shall not be necessary. By his deeds hath he demonstrated his contrition.
So, what will you do now?
I've learned much, journeying together with you. Experienced things I could never have experienced alone. Together with Golbez, I hope to do the same as we labor to restore the 13th.
Then I suppose it's farewell for now.
Be sure to share with Golbez what you've learned of the Source and its reflections, as well as the true nature of light and dark. He is as resourceful as he is determined. and will surely make the very most of the insights.
Indeed. Once we've gained a better understanding of the situation, I hope we can rely on your counsel.
But of course, I too shall continue probing new possibilities, the better to be of aid when the time comes. Ah, speaking of which... From ocean rise and cloud bank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
No, 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 not again.
Come forth, my servant. I revised the incantation, which is not to say you know how it went before.
Do not bring it up. I got it.
Are we clear? Nidana provided me with spare warding scales, which apparently provide greater protection than before. This should keep the familiar safe. So long as you give the Nixie ether from time to time, it will persist and serve as a beacon for us to find you.
Already we find ourselves with a new ally. Thank you. When you have the chance, please thank everyone for me. Those in Razatan, Garlemald, Sharlayan. The First and on the Moon. A lengthy list. A gift for Reen, in return for the light she helped me harness. It's the Memoria holding Zeromus. If used to augment darkness in the First, it may help to create balance between our worlds.
An excellent idea. Similarly, why not entrust the Archfiend's Memoria to Zero?
In that case, I shall pass them on to Golbez, to inspire and admonish him in equal measure.
Yeah, the 13th is in good hands.
Come what may, we will see it restored. And should we need a helping hand, I hope we can count on you once more.
Yeah, hopefully. You know, if I get the chance to, I'd love...
Though it is to say farewell, 'tis past time we return home. Pray, climb upon my back.
If I get the chance to, I'd love to play the movies that were at the end of the raids for you guys. Because they were quite something, and they told a lot of the story that my words are not doing justice. Zero has learned how to human.
Till we meet again. No matter where we are, or how much time passes, our bond will endure. This I believe.
Okay. We need to get Reach for home very quickly. We can't have him hanging out in the crater forever. Got very few tickets left. I need to conserve them. A whole bunch of running around behavior. Excuse me. Goodness.
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
Just explaining everything that went on the moon.
You were able to rescue Ashdaya. Thank the 12.
Channeling light from the first was rather ingenious. It may fall short of cross-rift travel, but it's still an impressive achievement in my book.
You're too kind. Suffice it to say, though, that I don't intend to rest on these laurels. There's always more to be done.
Zero stayed in the void, did she? Well, if I had known it would come to that, I would have said a proper farewell.
Yep.
Thanks for what? I don't recall doing anything in particular for her. On the contrary, she's the one who risked life and limb. Still, I'm glad that she got something out of her time here. As the days roll on, things will change for the both of us. But some things will remain as they are. As far as I'm concerned, Zero will always be a friend and comrade. And I will never forget her.
If she's working tirelessly to restore the 13th, it wouldn't do to be outdone here. When next Zero visits, we must see to it that you have a shiny new Garlemald to show her.
Indeed. And speaking of rebuilding, there's a matter I'd like to discuss with you and Alphino. Word has spread of our dealings with Razatan, and people are excited by the prospect of standing on our own 2 feet again. Naturally, it won't be straightforward. It never is. But on the whole, I have a good feeling about things.
In other words, it may be time for us to limit our involvement. That Garleans might take the lead. I can see the sense in that.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Seeing as things are going well, we want you to take a rest. A proper rest. That's what I wanted to say on everyone's behalf. You've done so much for us already. Toiled beside us in the cold for far longer than anyone could ask. You've earned a reprieve 100 times over. So go on. Step away from here and head wherever you like. But if it were me, I'd choose somewhere warm.
Oh, that's the nice music.
I was thinking of taking a break anyway.
Far be it from us to go against such a heartfelt request. Though I would be lying were I to say matters here wouldn't weigh on our minds.
We could take a leaf out of Zero's book and roam about for a while. Maybe visit nations who share little history with Garlemald. Look for opportunities to foster future relations. We might learn something of recent foreign affairs that has escaped our notice.
As an independent party, we would be well suited to the task. An excellent idea, I'd say.
Well, that hardly sounds like a rest at all.
To us, it is the best kind of rest. Stimulating and meaningful.
If it's settled, then let's return to Charliel and consider our options. What about the rest of you? Do you have any plans?
We're indebted to Lord Fortuneau and his colleagues for their cooperation. 'Twould be meet to report on the outcome of our mission.
That's a fair point. They did a lot for us.
And it seems we are all bound for Charlian. Upon arriving, let us seek out Atheles at the rostra and have her notify Father.
For this one, I will use a freaking ticket because it's over 1,000. All right. Well, I can just, yeah. Let's just eliminate those 20 steps. So yeah, here's how everything on the Void and the Moon and the Tower and the 1st and the 13th went. I'm sure you're very interested in all of this information. Alright, I think this is the title drop for this particular segment of the quest line, so this might be the last quest. Let me just sit up a little bit here. Yeah, I still have to do this thing, guys. Give me, like, 1 hour for this whole cross-rift transportation. I don't know if I got enough tickets. This could be, This could be dicey.
Yes. The king has already shared what they glimpsed in the source. The day is won, and the danger past. Hearing the tidings lifted a great weight from my shoulders. Never before had I taken on such a monumental request.
Small though it was, we are glad to have played a role in saving the Exarch's home. And yours. Furthermore, the endeavor served to reaffirm the bond between the peoples of Norvrant. Nurturing this bond, we will strive to be an example for the world Zero aspires to restore.
Is that a Memoria crystal? I can feel it. The tremendous darkness within. Using darkness from the void to restore balance to this world. If such a thing could be done.
Well, well. Though night has returned to our world, darkness cannot arise of its own accord, much less in abundance. But if it could be brought here in like manner to how we channeled light to the void, it may well be possible to restore the empty in its entirety. Do you still have that spirit vessel with you?
Yeah, I brought it.
I beg you loan it to me for a time. I would use it to investigate a way to have the tower receive rather than send energy.
Yeah, I brought it with me this time. Just for this purpose, too.
Thank you. While I make no promises at this stage, I shall rigorously explore the possibility.
I too need to explore new possibilities for my powers. My recent experience at Nabatha Reng has taught me that. To that end, I will set aside botany for a time, and focus instead on myself. Knowing Zero is out there, doing her utmost to restore her own world, it inspires me to redouble my efforts.
Okay. I'm glad everyone's happy. This is what I came here for.
There you are. I waited and waited, but you never came. What have you been doing here?
Gaia!
Oh. Do I know you?
Don't tell me you've lost your memory again!
Oh, I'm just teasing. I wouldn't forget you in a hurry.
Oh, thank you.
I'm still keeping my diary, adding new memories to it every day.
Not only that, Gaia's writing a story too. I can't wait for it to become a book.
Enough about that. What were you talking about?
Oh, you know, just trying to restore darkness. At least to here.
Harnessing darkness from the void. Now there's an idea. Of course, if you're dealing with darkness, Marine alone won't cut it. Next time, call on me as well, alright?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of forgot about you. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
It cannot be. Oh, Vashan, my darling little brother. To think that I will never see you again.
The way you carry on, anyone would think he was actually your brother. Save your tears now. His Excellency still has one of his eyes, and he has made it clear he intends to continue using his vessel. You'll see Vashan again. Never fear.
Truly? But will it be the little one?
Personally, I prefer the adult vessel. It cuts a gallant figure and has superior functionality besides.
I don't care about such things. My little brother is little and adorable.
Oh god, no, I can't.
Sisters, give me strength.
Tis a fine thing being so loved.
Looks like my companions were lightweights at the table. Yeah, if I'm quiet, I can just sneak away.
Had enough of the revelry, have you? So, what's next for our hero?
Honestly, not sure.
No need to decide just yet. You'll recall our escapades in the void began with a treasure map I paid entirely too much guilt for.
True.
You can't force an adventure. It will happen when it happens. You'll know when the time is right. Till then, it's good to lend an ear to others and their tales. And speaking of others...
Discussing each other's plans, are we? Alas, I have nothing exciting to share. I foresee an extended confinement in my Sharlayan chambers, compiling my theories on cross-rift travel. My research may be classified, prohibited by the powers that be. But so long as a bond exists between people, ever shall our worlds be connected. As it stands, a means to travel to the first is within reach, and I would be satisfied even should my research not exist in an official capacity.
She just wants to go back. She made a promise.
And what of you, Estinian? Have you any plans?
Well, yep. His plan is to vanish like a fucking ninja.
He never was one to stay put for long, though I've no doubt he will make himself known when needed.
The dragons are reunited. It is a wonderful thing to have the dragons be reunited. Dude, how? You lost an eye.
Everything appears to be in order. Oh, finished at last. So time-consuming. How nice would it be to have a mammoth to handle such tasks? Now then, let's have a look at you. Quite old, this letter.
We'll need to store it carefully. Addressed to Grandfather, and come all the way from Tuliolal, from a Gulu someone. Oh, the ink's too faded. Hardly anything is legible. Come on, give me something. A commission to investigate the Golden City in Tural. How odd. No one ever mentioned such a commission, nor have I seen any records.
Well, yeah, the fucking letter was sealed.
Something else in here. What an unusual earring. How does it relate to the petition, I wonder? Oh, did you go there, Grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural?
Back again already, after making a show of leaving. Well, this is it. Charlene, quite a far cry from Tuliolal, yes? Come, let's go and find your candidate, our adventurer friend.
I don't know.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Big cat.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The right of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you.
I've saved the world like 5 times over. Does that count?
A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with 2 heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
You have my complete attention.
We're going to get along, you and I. Tural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not what a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Oh man, the temperature's dropping fast where I am. It was like 60 or 70 earlier today, and now it's like 40. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can't impress this woman enough to where we'll be allowed into the expansion when it drops. Okay, so I should go to Scholar's Harbor from over here. Oh, hey, that's right. I really made the classic summoner's mistake of not summoning my carbuncle before I engage in something. I want to go down this way. Oh, hello, Mr. Minstrel. We'll quickly tell the Minstrel about all of my trials. Just so that he understands the pain I've been through. Get all these duties unlocked for never. There. I think the minstrel has all of his tales now. Oh, this is going to be combat. Here we go. Right. We're back here.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
Okay.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. He made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studio.
He went to the studio? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? Such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have cause to stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand. His identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me fix something here. Beep. 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 There we go.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Alright, we're going through with the dungeon. Again. Because they couldn't stop themselves from having to make me go through the dungeon another time.
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that think to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Someone's in trouble.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
I'll handle this. Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail. These claw marks, I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Oh, there's something.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat.
Oh, there we go.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Do you suppose they're upset we've stuck their home? Who knows? They're spoiling for a fight, and they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
It shouldn't take long.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing?
We have found the giant parrot that needs slaying. Okay.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Waklamat.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Alright. Fight the giant parrot.
Although you like bird, I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
I've never seen such an enormous colony.
Quickly, gather together. I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
Okay, that one's on me.
Spread out, everyone. Who paid for that? Thank you. Just getting started.
Alright, that's one dead bird.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks. Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me! I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Toliyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Alright. We're getting into we're getting close to next expansion territory, so I get the idea that we're going to run into you've done all you can at this time. Wait for the expansion to drop over the summer sort of thing. I might as well just walk the rest of the way.
Come, let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
You know, if every hunt with her ends with...
I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? It smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, Intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Shire.
Whoopsie!
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
I think as Steve since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
Ah, okay. That's great.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliolal?
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be you, but it does have to not be this other guy.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
She's insatiable. Ooh. A random unknown reward. Alright, let's do this quest. Alright, where is... Let's go to the studium here. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna like going to Tyrol. I can tell because one of my favorite types of magic is there. Okay. Nose is itching a little bit here. Alright, what do we got over here? Alright. Catboy's all the way at the other end. Let's go, let's go, let's go. No. Okay. Only the next adventure, Alpha now. Only the next adventure. We do a quick fade to black. And then when we come back, we've explained everything, naturally. Alright, are you going to move me automatically, or am I going to have to walk to the annex myself? That's the question. I think I'm being moved. No, I'm not, but that's fine. I'm right next to the goddamn Ethernet shard. Yeah. So let's just pop over. Pop over. Oh, you're over here. I was expecting you to be in there, but okay. Alright, movie time. If you're going for a look at the horizon, this is not the time to be doing it.
Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story. What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wurklamat's request?
Well, if I refuse, I don't get to go to the expansion, so...
I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not?
I got a
Such a
scratch.
journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. But there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Catboy just running off and leaving me here. Excuse me. Goodness. Yeah, if they were going for a horizon shot, it might have been good to make sure that the horizon was, you know, Clear. We're gonna have all the gang back together, aren't we? Where am I? Oh. Yes, I go here and then I do this thing. Right. Hello, big kitty.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on, then. Let's hear it. Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Alphano, Alice, what are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklemat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who were sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles.
I like her already.
So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliyola, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away, just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I have haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
That's a whole fucking other continent. How did we fucking miss that? Seriously, I am not impressed with the map makers. Oh, this is a good song, though. The official end of Endwalker. No. Yeah, we're not sticking around for the credits, thank you. I've never played the credits once. That's where I started.
When does the next ship set sail? May I ask your destination? The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time. West, you say?
And Styrian, just from the fact that he's got Wanderers, is going to end up in the same goddamn place as us. Well, I won't turn down his help, but goddamn.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen. But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways. Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them. If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition.
though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Friendly competition. Okay. And all
Delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
in all engagements where we're fighting Urianger and Thancred, Urianger must go first because he's the healer.
This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice nighttime vista.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Yes.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north?
Don't think I have.
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
That one we're working on. Alright. Well, that's it for Final Fantasy XIV until they actually release a update. So, let me just pull up my Steam library here in a moment. And we'll continue playing. Just something completely different. Also, I have a message. Alright. Alright. Steam library. Library. This is just going to be a quick thing. Where are you? No? Okay, I've got to pull it up manually. Where are you? Right. Okay, and now we do... There. Good. And where is properties? I'm not seeing it here, so I guess I use... How about this one? There we go. Done. Alright, so if I do this and then that. There we go. Alright, I'm going to show you all the work I put in off camera on Deep Rock Galactic. And maybe even do a mission. First of all, if I'm not mistaken... Alright, let me just pull it up here. Alright. These are all the overclocks for the shotgun. These are all the overclocks for the SMG. Whoop. These are all the overclocks for the smart rifle. These are all the overclocks for the grenade launcher. These are all the overclocks for the breach launcher. It has 7 instead of 6. And these are all the overclocks for the sharp diffractor. That's one class, right? Everything done. That's true across all my classes here.
Step aside, wimps.
Alright. I guess they're working on calculating the, Alright. But, also something that I've been doing off camera. They introduced this weapon maintenance system where you could unlock alternate skins for your weapons if you use them in combat. The more you use them, the more skins you unlock. I'm nearly done with Driller, basically. I've got 2/3 of his weapons completely done. I completely forgot to equip the experimental plasma charger, though, so that one's on me. But Driller is definitely my main class. You know what? I got time. Let me see if I can't find an acceptable mission to be... Oh. Yeah, let's do it. One mission. I'll even take a Slayer Stout, just,
Slayer Stout now! Hit me hard, boy! Cheers, Mike! Feel much better now.
Alright.
Ready to rumble! We've set our targets on several deep wells of liquid morkite, so we're sending in a refinery for you to
Ooh.
set the whole thing up, get it cranking, and let's pump those deposits dry. Time to build some pipelines, roughnecks.
Okay, that's a drop.
Closer to our quota. Pop to luca. Let's get the minerals.
There's got to be a way to get down or over. I can go up, possibly. Let me see.
Sorry, your own fault for being full of goodies. Die!
Oh, there's actually a reason to dig in here, actually. Where was that gold marker again? I guess it was just... Alright. Anyway. Oh, there's some more nitro over here. I'll just mine it for later, so I don't forget to mine it.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed. Send the pump jack, please. Pump jack launched. Stay clear from the impact zone. Took out a loot bomb. Pump jack's here. Let's get it hooked up to the refinery. Eat it! What's this? I killed a loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
Okay, there's one up, and then there's one to the right. Got it. Oh, hey, how did I miss this particular Ebo nut? Let's just... I think if I go like this. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Oh, hey, there's another Ebo nut over here. Let's just grab that. Okay, I need to go up and all the way up that way, and then up and to the right that way.
Run swarm incoming. Kill or be killed, team. Yes. Dices. Make every bullet count.
Where?
Steve is gone. He was a good bug. No more beasties incoming. Take care of what is left, then have a breather. A new miner is joining your team.
Pipelines to the pump jack.
Okay, I need to go this way.
Get up, soldier! Come and get me, you disgusting bug! Let's get the more time.
Jack requested and is inbound. We've got a new miner inbound.
Hey, I think I've seen you before. Maybe the bar last night?
Okay. Right pipe goes that way. Left pipe goes that way. This pipe goes...
Here. Pipeline place. Pipes up. I needed that. Loot bug looted. Loot bug open.
One pipeline completed. Pump jack connected to refinery.
Can't carry anymore.
Give me a bit. I'm picking up all this nitro. I don't see you doing it, Scout.
Ramming speed. I actually think we're gonna make it.
Okay, so I grab this one, like so. Alright, that should work.
Bloody McTerror's onto your team. Best dig in and get ready.
I ordered a resupply.
Nitro's been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound. Contact! Take him out, team.
Resupply arrived. Go restock. And we'll take it. Oh yeah. It's overheated. Everyone, on his attention. There. Monster here. I'm out of here.
Hang in there. The wave's almost dealt with. Dispatch whatever's left.
And segment done.
This is greasy work.
Another pipeline established. You just need to set up one more, and then we can start the extraction sequence. Attention, you miner inbound.
Work hard, hardy hard.
Great to have you on board. Rock and roll! I know the way.
All pipelines and pump jacks built. We're ready to start extracting the liquid morkite. Return to the refinery and start up the pump sequence. Secondary objective completed. Fine job.
Anyone needs ammo? There's nitro here.
morkite is being extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity. Be warned, the noise will draw in the locals, so stay on your toes and do what you can to protect and maintain the equipment. Stand back for supply pod inbound. Hang in there. Supplies are on the way. Brace yourselves. There's a big crew of incoming enemies. The pumps are working as fast as they can. Keep it up.
Lining up!
Pump sequence at 25%. All systems running at 100. The extraction has stopped. Pipelines need maintaining.
Getting more ammo.
Ah! Okay, that fucking rail is a menace.
This pipeline is fixed. We need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run.
I can't believe they fixed that one first.
Pipeline repaired, but other pipelines are still malfunctioning. Machinery is running again. Well done. Keep on fighting. More bugs coming your way.
Oh.
Got him! Now you control us down.
Pump sequence at 50%. The extraction has stopped. Pipelines in need of maintenance.
That's the sound of an oppressor.
It's a matter of balance. We need these space.
Pipeline functional again. However, we still have malfunctions in the system.
Bad. Watch me go now.
This pipeline is fixed, but there are more outstanding issues.
Yeah, you put that pipeline up, you can maintain it. Engineer, are you actually maintaining the frickin' pipeline? I get the feeling he's not actually maintaining the pipeline.
Pipeline's operational again. You're doing fine. We got company, and it's a nice one.
Oh, hey, you're a special one. I'll take you.
Pump sequence at 75%. The cargo rocket is almost full. The extraction has stopped. Must be due to jammed pipelines. Get it fixed. Well done. Cargo rocket is returning to orbit. We're sending in the drop pod to get you out. Hang tight.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Ready to kill some more crates.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
I'm first. My home away from home.
Extraction commencing.
Rock and stone.
I'm not sure about this engineer. He did not rock and stone with the rest of us. All right. Ooh, hello.
Yoink.
All right. Well, that'll be it for me for one day. Beep. There we go. I will see you all next time. Until then, take care. So long, goodbye now. Talk to you all later. Tomorrow we'll do something, not tomorrow, Friday we'll do something different.